Dr. Drew then said that if this is true and Jamie really developed a blood clot in an artery leading to his brain, this would have devastating consequences, and it's very unlikely that Jamie would be able to play sports.
It's a stroke. It's a blood clot in an artery that cuts off the supply. That part of the brain is dead. And it has very serious consequences. It depends on which artery and what the anatomy of that artery is, to what parts of the brain, whatnot. But it is not something that, let's put it this way. Is he still in the hospital? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? And playing pickleball?
AJ Benza also said that Corinne's statement about Jamie being out of the hospital for weeks was baloney, because that's clearly not the case.
Oh, the daughters are doing the speaking for him. His oldest daughter, Corinne, is doing the speaking. She said he's been out of the hospital for weeks. That's not true. He's at a very good hospital in Chicago which specializes in this kind of rehab.
Now, to be fair, it's possible that Corinne was referring to the fact that Jamie was released from the Atlanta hospital. However, her statement about him playing pickleball is definitely strange. Benza also pointed out how multiple celebs have asked fans to pray for Jamie, and if Jamie was really healthy enough to play pickleball, it's unlikely they'd be asking for prayers.
Every friend who comes out, whether it's Kevin Hart or Nick Cannon or whoever, all says pray for Jamie. He's got to get through this. Nobody comes out with great news. It's always somber.
Mind you, both Benza and Dr. Drew said it's possible that Jamie's condition was caused by post-COVID syndrome and not necessarily the vaccine. However, when Dr. Drew asked Benza why Jamie's situation is shrouded in so much mystery, much like Damar Hamlin's recent health scare, Benza said something's definitely off because no one's allowed to talk about this or ask any questions, and yet we're constantly being bombarded with updates about Jamie's health and being asked to keep him in our prayers.
And for that matter, Damar Hamlin, the two of them, that was also shrouded in secrecy. How do people get to the truth, and what do they imagine they're doing by not telling the truth?
Well, look, as a journalist, and I'm not a practicing journalist as much as the people who write nowadays, but they are towing a line constantly with this COVID stuff. No one finds out the truth. No one's allowed to talk about.
But how did Corinne react to AJ Benza's claims about Jamie's condition? And is there any truth to these reports about Jamie being paralyzed and blind? Well, Corinne was spotted last week visiting Jamie at the Chicago Rehabilitation Center, together with other family members. So we know for sure that Jamie still hasn't been released. As for Benza's claims that Jamie lost his sight and is partially paralyzed, sources close to Corinne refused to confirm or deny this, and they only said that Corinne is upset about the media spreading narratives about her father's health. Corinne has also disabled comments on her Instagram, so it looks like she no longer wants to engage with fans asking questions about Jamie. Now, as for fans, they're pretty divided on the claims made by AJ Benza and Dr. Drew, and while some of them are accusing these two of spreading conspiracy theories, others are saying it's ridiculous that no one's allowed to question anything, while at the same time being told that Jamie is fine and playing pickleball. One fan tweeted, "Twitter should do a clean sweep and delete all of the accounts who are saying Jamie Foxx is now paralyzed and blind from a blood clot in his brain after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine." Who else agrees? And another Twitter user said, "I hope Jamie Foxx sues the F out of AJ Benza and Dr. Drew." However, others are saying Jamie's family can't expect the media and fans to stop speculating when it was Corinne who shared the first update as soon as Jamie was hospitalized and claimed he was recovering. "I think the main source of interest on the topic stems from his daughter volunteering his hospitalization to us in the first place," one fan said. "That alone made it seem very serious from the beginning, and now fans are reasonably concerned. None of this had to be publicized." And another person wrote, "So first Jamie Foxx was apparently playing pickleball. Now he's paralyzed and blind? I'm not listening to nobody, not even his family. Until we see his face, it is what it is." But how do you feel about all these strange theories on Jamie's condition? Let us know in the comments.